I'm Luke Beard.
I'm Chris Green.
I'm Riley Gunter.
And I'm Nash Rainey.
And we are the Backups. All right, guys. Something serious going on in the world of sports right now. I think we all need to talk about it. It's the most pressing matter maybe in the history of sports. NBA playoffs. So we got to see the Magic and Cavs. Cavs getting a quick lead. I don't realistically see them blowing the lead. I could see it going to 6 games, but I don't see the Cavs losing this series. I don't think Orlando, as a home presence, is going to have enough to beat the Cavs. Great fan base, great team. It's
Great
just
team,
they're young.
Just a young team.
Yeah, super young, super inexperienced with playoff success right now. The Cavs at least have made it, and they have guys like Donovan Mitchell, who's one of the best playoff performers going right now. So it's hard to see the Cavs fumbling this lead.
Yeah, I would say I mean, it's a little boring, but I agree completely. Like, this Magic team is very inexperienced with the playoffs, and I think this is a Cavs team that I don't see them dropping this series. I see them maybe dropping a game or two, but even 2 would be surprising to me.
Yeah.
I think this is just it's kind of the an unfortunate reality of the first round, where sometimes you just have series like these that's pretty cut and dry. Like, you have a pretty good idea what's going to happen.
And if they didn't have to play Boston in the next round, I would say that I could see the Cavs going far.
Wow.
I just don't think they match up well to Boston. So unfortunately, I think this will be the end of the road after they beat the Magic. But I do think it's a really fun team. There's already people talking about where Donovan Mitchell's going next year. There's already trade rumors in the air, signing rumors, all of this. So it seems like the team's just not as focused on the playoffs, even though they will beat the Magic. It's a really good team, and I wish Donovan Mitchell was content in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. I'm just not sure he is.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
With everything going around, I feel like he wants to be a Knick. He grew up a fan of the Knicks, I'm pretty sure.
If they got the money to sign him, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That they're going to have to give him a bag, and they're going to have to pay a lot of other people in the offseason.
Right.
But he wanted to be a Knick, 2 years ago when he was leaving Utah, and he went to Cleveland. So I'd be surprised if he doesn't at least try to go to New York.
Yeah.
Just a little sad, no more Orlando Magic TikToks.
Hey, maybe.
Here for a while.
Maybe they pop back out.
Maybe.
Maybe Paolo decides he wants to be a TikTok megastar. They can get Jared McCain in the draft. Jared McCain has to go to the Thunder. I just want to make that very apparent now. If Jared McCain doesn't go to the Thunder, there's a problem. Because he's a perfect fit for that team in vibes. Maybe not in playing wise, because they already have
they already got
so many good players. Yeah, they have good guards. But he is such a vibey player, and the Thunder are the vibes team. He has to go. I'm sorry. Speaking of the Thunder, they're leading the Pelicans 1-0. Another series that if Zion was there, I could see it going towards the Pelicans, but me and Chris were talking about it earlier. I just don't see the Thunder really dropping that many games when they don't have Zion playing for the Pelicans. And if CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram can get their stuff together and can,
They actually could have won this game.
Yeah, if they can play good basketball like everyone knows they're capable of doing, former All-Star and Brandon Ingram should have been an All-Star at least once, and CJ McCollum. They definitely have a shot at winning it all. Not at all, my bad. At winning the series. But I just feel like without Zion, the Thunder have too much talent to fall to the Pelicans.
That's true, but I will also say the way, I think their defense and Trey Murphy been stepping up how he did last game. At least get them to steal a couple games.
And
maybe not the series, but
Jose Alvarado and Herb Jones. Difference makers on defense.
Yeah, Herb Jones.
Just not enough firepower in offense, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue.
And when you need them to be clutch. And when you need them to be clutch, they just...
Yeah, Brandon Ingram has to kind of score 30 a night if they want to win.
Same with CJ McCollum.
Yeah.
You're too old to be making the mistakes you make in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is it's similar to the previous series, but this is a very talented Thunder team. They were able to, obviously it wasn't by a lot, but they were able to be the number 1 seed in what has been a very competitive, very good Western Conference this year. And I understand it was just only, by marginal difference they were above some other teams, but to produce like they've produced all season with the team they have, I would be really surprised at the Pelicans, especially without Zion at 100%, pull anything spectacular.
The only issue with the Thunder really is they're also super young and inexperienced, but at the same time,
it showed in that first game.
Yeah, it did show in that first game. They need to kind of live up to the pressure of the playoffs. They need to start realizing that. But this is a super young team that I think also has had experience in college, where a lot of their guys made it to to big rounds when it comes to NCAA tournament. They understand that you have to win, and this is a team that has to win now. And I think they're going to start locking in a little more, and Shea will start dropping like 40, and they'll be fine. Maybe not 40, but he'll do what he's been doing all season. He'll put up MVP numbers. I don't see him falling off in the playoffs.
Efficiency-wise, I can see that, but like points-wise, nah.
Maybe. But also, they're so healthy now. He can kind of pass it to anyone, and someone's going to score.
Yeah.
And their defense is great. You got Lou Dort, J-Dub, and J-Will, all really good on defense. Clippers, Mavericks. The Clippers whooped the Mavericks in the first game.
Game 1, James Harden, man.
I think game 2 will be different. I think the Mavericks take game 2, and they start battling back. I think the Mavericks win this series, especially with Kawhi getting possibly injured again.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Kawhi come back, though, give me Clippers.
Yeah.
But without Kawhi, it's going to be hard to win that series. Like, a whole series.
With Luka wanting to live up to expectations, it's going to be hard to.
Yeah, but Kyrie and Luka got to warm up before the third quarter if they want.
Yeah. They also have to start playing together. I think that's been an issue all season, though. Kyrie and Luka are struggling to play together.
Yeah. No, they've been clicked up together the last few weeks, but
they're so similar. Their play styles are so similar. I think Kyrie's changed his a little bit where he fits with Luka.
I was gonna say they've been making it work.
But in that first game, you could tell they weren't playing together.
Yeah.
They both kind of wanted to lead the team. Kyrie, obviously has helped lead teams in the playoffs before. Luka, not as much. And Kyrie, I just felt like wanted to be more of that figurehead, which he could be. But when you have a guy like Luka, it's hard to kind of take that away because he's also like your star.
And also Luka got to learn how to play without the ball. And
yeah, he needs to play off ball more. Luka has not.
Because they kept going from that game when they kept going at him at Luka when he was on defense. So he got to be better on that side of the ball too.
Yeah, he just doesn't get set either. You can see he needs to get set and he needs to play off ball, and he never has had to play off ball before Kyrie got there. And this season they've done well with him playing off ball some, but he needs to be more aware of that. Needs to be more present in that situation when it comes to late in the game, and when it comes to just even in the first half, you could tell they got blown out in the first half, and that was it.
So for this, asking everyone here for this series, what do you imagine the outcome is? Do you think it's like a Mavs in 6?
Mavs in 7, probably.
7, yeah.
Mavs in 7.
It's going 7 either way.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Mavs.
Since no one's saying it, I'll say the Clippers in 6, just because somebody's got to disagree here.
Yeah.
But Luka.
T-Wolves and Suns. The Wolves kind of whooped them too.
Yeah,
they just outplayed them in every position of the ball.
It was KD against the whole Timberwolves.
Yeah, Devin Booker couldn't guard Anthony Edwards.
And
they're battling out for who's the best shooting guard in the league, and Anthony Edwards is whooping him right now.
Yeah, and Bradley Beal scared to shoot the ball, so that was unfortunate. I still got the Suns winning the series, but that's just,
man.
That's just
That game made me feel a little different compared to other games. That game made me a little shaky.
I mean, it's the first game. It's still
I know.
Still the whole series.
Just seeing what the Suns have done, they collapse a lot.
I think KD and Book gonna come out a lot better tonight.
Hopefully, for their sake. For my sake, Wolves in 4, because I think that would be fun. I think the Wolves are another fun team. I like Cat, I like Rudy, and I like Ant. And they might have KD, but the Timberwolves.
They got Jaden McDaniels.
They have Jaden McDaniels. It's hard to match up with a guy like that.
Yeah,
and Mike Conley.
What is it? 2015?
He's still good. He's efficient.
He okay.
He can get you like 12 a night.
10 points on 10.5 assists.
Yeah, and he'll shoot 4 for 7, 4 for 6. Hey,
4 for 10 or something like that.
Give me let's hopefully not, but
but he's solid though when you need.
If we're going all-time Mike Conley versus all-time Steph Curry, I'm taking Mike Conley. If I'm in an alternate reality where Steph Curry wasn't good at basketball.
But I was kind of expecting the other thing to drop where it's like Steph Curry, the manager of the local AutoZone. Not the
Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
I think the Wolves take it. I know you said you think the Suns take it. Any opinions?
I mean, this is one where I kind of agree with both of you and disagree with both of you at the same time. I can see the reasons for both arguments. I feel like the Suns over a long series wouldn't really. I feel like it's one of those things. It'll be like I could see it being close. Like
People have been
like
saying that for years, man.
But I see this. I could see this series being close. Like maybe a 2-2, and then like the Timberwolves kind of pick up some momentum and
Like early in the first quarter, it's kind of like a 14-14
Yeah,
kinda
exactly,
game, and then the Suns kind of take it away.
Yeah, and then so it's. I think I expect the Timberwolves to win in like 5. But
5.
I'm a hater, man,
Okay.
and I
like the
believe what
T-Wolves
I
at
believe,
5.
man.
I see possibly T-Wolves at 6.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
mean,
say, I see 6.
I'm a KD fan, but I
5, yeah,
think
5.
I just think the Timberwolves look better.
It's just one of those things, KD's never.
The reason why I
really
said
been
I think the Suns because they match up really well with them. Besides that
They
first
do.
game, but like,
They do.
like, during
But, I mean,
the regular season,
who do they have to
beat
guard Jaden McDaniels?
KD,
And who's guarding Ant? Devin Booker's not guarding Ant.
Bradley Beal. He been a decent defender.
Come on,
this year.
man. Not on Anthony Edwards. He's not going to be a decent defender.
Nobody is.
I agree.
Nobody
That's what
is.
I'm saying.
Like, what?
That's my point here.
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels can guard KD for a minute.
Yeah.
No.
What about the rest of the game?
Well, no one else is scoring on the Suns.
For one
Ant's
game?
clamping up Devin Booker.
Nah.
Maybe not clamping, but he's defending him well enough
Yeah,
where
he's
Devin
defending
Booker is
well,
not
but
going to be
nah.
shooting all the time.
Devin Booker ain't gonna shoot that.
Mike Conley's clamping Bradley Beal.
You gotta stop, man.
Mike Conley's still a hooper. I don't care. But also, the front court's pretty good, too.
Who for?
I mean, Gobert and
he be
Cat.
straight. Yeah, Gobert good.
Gobert's a good defender. Cat's good on offense.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Sometimes.
Cat's a good offensive player.
Not during the playoffs, man.
I agree. But he's shown out this season where I think he can be more formidable now. He's never had the opportunity to not be the first option on the team in the playoffs. He has the opportunity where he's not the first guy anymore, and he's a really good second option in my opinion. And I think they have a well-built team, a well-rounded team.
Well, he haven't got all the pressure on him. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, he doesn't have all the pressure where he can drop 20. He doesn't have to go for 30 every night. He can go 20, and he can chill the rest of the game. And he can get back on defense when he needs to. Like, he's not the worst defender in the league.
No, definitely not.
Just kind of average.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely a series to watch.
yeah, this is one of the more fun series, one of the more fun matchups. Knicks and Sixers, it's over. The Knicks are winning it. Embiid's not fully healthy.
Yeah, he can't even blink.
After watching what the Sixers did last night, I have zero faith that they come back.
Yeah, like they could have won. They really could have won both games.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Embiid said it. They should have won both games, and they did dumb stuff in both games.
Definitely the second one. Like,
Yeah. Game 2 was a lot stupider than Game 1. Game 1, Embiid got hurt, and that really messed him up.
That and they also kept leaving shooters open.
Yeah. Game 2,
All you had to do was get a rebound.
all you got to do is inbound the ball.
That too, and
All you have to do, inbound the ball. They hit a 3, whatever. You get the ball, you inbound it, they foul you again, that's game.
yeah.
Instead, who was it, Maxey that lost
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Maxey gets hoarded. He doesn't know what to do. Nick Nurse doesn't call a timeout. He claims he does, but he pump fakes it. Maxey drops the ball. Then Nick Nurse tries to call a timeout. You can't do it when you don't have the ball.
Ball out.
And then Dante DiVincenzo misses an open 3. Isaiah Hartenstein comes flying in like Superman, 8 feet away from the basket, just horses everybody in the way, gives it back to DiVincenzo. He bangs out a 3, and just the Sixers don't have a guy who's going to shoot and clutch and make it. Like, in the situation they had, no one is shooting for the Sixers and making that shot in the clutch, I don't think. I think Maxey's really good. I don't think he's a clutch player in the playoffs yet.
Not yet.
He's young. Embiid's not popping a 3. We know that. Embiid, if he's in the paint, he's going to make it, sure. Embiid's not shooting a clutch shot in the playoffs.
And he also went. I saw something. He went he missed 6 or 8 shots from 4 feet.
Yeah, from outside of whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And his knee's hurting. He's falling around.
He can't blink his other eyes.
Yeah, he can't see.
He shouldn't be playing, to be
I
honest.
really feel bad for the dude, honestly, because he's a really good player, and he's so injury riddled, and this is possibly one of the greatest careers we could see in basketball that could get ruined by injuries.
Yeah, he got a couple years left.
Because even early in his run, he was injured, and if he started off earlier, Jokic and him probably wouldn't be in the same conversation right now.
Yeah.
Realistically, if he had the opportunity to start 2 years before when he was hurt, he would have been in the conversation for best player. Well, he would have been, I think, by far the best player in the league. But now it's pretty clear it's Jokic because he does everything right. But that's just what ifs, and Celtics are winning it in 4, maybe 5. The Heat might steal 1. This is the least worried I've ever been about a Celtics Heat matchup, and I'm always worried about this matchup. The Heat aren't the team they were last year. Jimmy has not been playoff Jimmy leading up to the playoffs, and now he's hurt. So I don't know when he's coming back.
I don't think he's coming back. I mean,
He what?
MCL sprain.
Hair sprained it. That's what it was. He sprained it because of, was it Oubre?
I think so.
Is that who he blamed?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it was in the Sixers game. I know.
Yeah. But with Jimmy not there, Bam isn't leading the team by himself, especially not in the offensive
And
mindset. And Terry Rozier.
it's crazy enough, Jaquez was the best player on the floor.
Jaime's good. Jaime's one of the best rookies in the league. He's should be
the
top
best
3
player on the floor. Him and Bam came with it. Everybody else just was scared to shoot.
They don't have anyone else who can really do it. Who else do they have? Highsmith? Is he playing right now?
Yeah, he playing.
Highsmith playing ample minutes.
It's also unfortunate they don't have Terry either.
Is he hurt?
He didn't play game.
Oh.
It's unfortunate they don't have him. But if they get him back, I can definitely see them still.
They could steal a game, yeah. But I mean, there's no reason you should have guys like Highsmith playing ample minutes in the playoffs at this situation.
Yeah.
He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but
like in this.
he's starting.
I think.
Why is he starting?
Yeah, he shouldn't be starting.
Yeah, no, this is a Celtics team that, like, as much as I would love to hate, I do have to kind of acknowledge that they have been pretty much dominating the East.
It's the most well-built team in basketball right now.
They're a very well-built team.
I could see them messing up and losing, but it is the most well-built
Yeah, they got
team.
no excuse to be doing that.
I agree.
Yeah,
They're well-built. They've been well-coached this season. They have a good front office. All the players are pretty good. Just don't mess up.
Do you think as a
Let
Celtics
Sam
fan-
Hauser take his minutes. He'll drop 10 a night. Let Peyton Pritchard come in. He'll drop 12. Al Horford will do what he can on defense because he's a
Right.
good defender. He's going to drop like 6, but he's going to do good defense.
As a Celtics fan, do you think this could be the year possibly?
I think this is the year.
It is the year?
It's the most confident I've been in the Celtics. And since I've been watching, this is the most confident I've been in the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. I look at the rest of the East, and there's not, like, obviously I'm not going to say it's guaranteed for them or anything because I don't think it never is. But this seems like of all the years to kind of try and make a run in the East,
Well,
and make it to the finals.
you completely rebuilt the team to win this year.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday is a fantastic guard, one of the best defensive guards in the league, if not the best defensive guard in the league, and a really good offensive mind. Kristaps Porzingis has upped his defense significantly.
Yeah, when he play good, y'all don't lose.
Yeah. If Kristaps drops 25, we're winning the game
Yeah,
by
you're
20.
winning the game,
Like
yeah.
it's not even a question.
He's especially I feel like he's been kind of a less talked about pickup for this team this year.
Yeah, no,
been
because
pretty
he's the
playing
fourth
pretty well.
option if you really look at it. I would say Drew's probably ahead of him, but they can flip back and forth. And then Derek White's also been phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is the best starting five I think we've seen in the NBA in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
If you look just starting five-wise, the Warriors had a great starting five. Don't get me wrong. It was KD, Clay, Draymond. They didn't have a center though, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
they
really
had Zaza and they had
That was the only thing missing.
Looney. I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Looney, yeah,
Looney's
yeah.
a good center. Don't get me wrong, but they had him. I guess he was starting when he was like a rookie. I don't even
Oh
remember.
no. Andrew Bogut was the.
Oh, yeah, Bogut.
The first, yeah, he was good. He was pretty good.
Yeah, he was like in his 15th year.
Yeah, but he was old,
He
but
was
like he was
waddling
still
around the
pretty
court.
good. Though.
Yeah. This is everyone's athletic, everyone can shoot, which you have to be able to shoot, and everyone on the Celtics can shoot right now, and everyone can defend. And it's just probably me being biased, but I really do think this is one of the best starting fives we've seen in a long time. The bench could use work.
I'm gonna say the only thing I can think of when 2018 when the Warriors did Steph, Clay, KD, Iguodala, and Draymond Green.
Yeah,
that's
but
probably
still
the
they
best.
didn't really have big.
They didn't have a bit, but it's still
Yeah,
it
it's
didn't
still
matter.
a really nasty
I was
starting
saying,
five,
it
don't
didn't
get me
matter.
wrong. But like all of these guys are playing their true position.
Yeah.
Everyone is where they need to be.
Yeah, they're playing well.
So that's just how I feel.
Looks like a good series for the Celtics.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know, man. I'm always worried. Nuggets, Lakers. I think Nuggets are going to sweep them.
Yeah, it's.
I think it's wraps.
That's the best game they could.
Yeah, that's the best shot they had at finding out the Nuggets, and they didn't.
Like actually winning that game, and they still lost. Like I was just watching that. I'm like, okay, they went up. They was up at 10 at the end of the third. I'm like, oh, they finna come back and win.
Yeah.
I already knew it. I knew it.
That game, this game two, like game one, they won, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like that's basically what I expected from this series. But seeing the Lakers up 20 in that position is like, it's I've seen, it's the seen the photo of ESPN.com, like the win probability. They were at like a 90,
like a 94.7
yeah,
or
like
whatever.
a team
Like,
with a 20-point lead in the middle of the third quarter in the playoffs. You don't lose that game.
you've never seen a team do that in any sport. No team's ever had a 20-plus point lead in the playoffs late in the third quarter and lost.
Yeah, usually like, honestly, it's like sometimes even more than that, like a 25-point lead in a game with like a sport with much less scoring, so it's even more extreme.
Yeah.
Someone could, and you know, Falcons.
But we would never see that.
Yeah, we see it all the time. But
Yeah,
no, this
if only LeBron jumped on that fumble he had.
Yeah.
not gonna engage. No, that like Chris, like you said, that game was the one.
Oh wait, he was also playing a team from Denver. You know all about that.
Chris, like you said, you know, this is their opportunity to kind of pull one and get some momentum, and they just did not do that. And,
Losing a 20-point lead, that's a complete momentum.
you know, this is a crazy statement, but I think it needs to be said, or it needs to be confessed by me. But I woke up this morning, and I think I realized that LeBron James is not my GOAT.
So who your goat?
I don't.
The prophecy. Lisa
I don't know,
Gaib, Lisa
it's not Michael Jordan,
Oh, so who is it then?
Yes, spoken.
honestly.
What are you gonna say?
Kareem.
No.
Oh no.
Kareem is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Three. I got him third, but no.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Told to have him third.
I don't think LeBron is the GOAT,
I watched him play.
and I don't really want to say that Michael's the GOAT either. I don't know if
You
there's-
just don't want to say Michael's the GOAT.
Yeah,
You
man,
know
it's
it.
okay.
But he just doesn't really have like a resume. I feel like basketball stopped counting
Wait, who you said don't got a resume?
Michael Jordan.
Oh man.
Here's the thing. Here's the
All
thing.
right, you know, we're not
Six-
pushing
Next topic,
propaganda.
Six
Bucks
finals-
and Pacers, Bucks up 1-0.
Dame in 5, man.
Yeah, Giannis didn't even play that first game,
No,
did he?
yeah.
Yeah, Bucks are 1-0.
Like Jeff T said,
Sorry.
Dame in 5,
Yeah,
man.
Bucks are taking this series.
I feel like this is a series where like, or not this series, but the Bucks are a team where it's like, yeah, they're good enough. They're gonna win their first round series, but
How far are they gonna get after that?
how far are they gonna
Yeah.
get after that?
I do think there's question marks there with just how Doc Rivers coached teams have been in the playoffs these last couple of years.
They don't kick into the second round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's
First round, he gonna get past the first round, but second
Yeah,
round,
I think
yeah.
Bucks won it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any questions. We'll move to the Premier League. We have some shocking news out of the Premier League. Nash, go off.
Okay, so this previous Saturday, in a game that many have defined as must-win, essential, a clash of the Titans between some of the best teams the league has ever seen, the wonderful Burnley pulled out a 4-1 victory over Sheffield United, and not only what was a huge win for staying out of the relegation zone, but also just a huge win for morale and momentum. In the past few weeks, we've been doing better than we have at the beginning of this season. I mean, we'll talk about it later, but we tied Brighton 1-1. Like, we can't lose to them. We're really picking up momentum at the right time.
Well, you don't want to lose to bad teams, though.
Yeah.
And obviously, you haven't been doing it. You beat
Yeah.
Sheffield, and you tied a pretty bad team in Brighton.
So, I mean, this
Argue
is
with that at this point.
this is a big thing for momentum. It's a big thing for morale. It was a fun game. There was the second and third goal were really good, and I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling uplifted.
Sheffield made Burnley look like an actual good Premier League side.
I mean, I think it really just showed what's yet to come in the Premier League. I could see a lot of 4-1 victories over teams like Man City or Arsenal in our future. I know that's crazy to say,
Is
but
that on your FIFA?
yeah, that is on my
Rose?
yeah. But no, for
Yeah.
Go ahead and log out for me. But
genuinely, this is a good win, and I can actually see this team pulling out another win or two in the coming weeks and saving or not the coming weeks, but the coming few games and saving ourselves.
I think with a win and then maybe 1 or 2 draws, they should stay above relegation. But it's one of those things where it's like a lot
You
of
have to get the win first.
a lot of things have to fall
lot
into
of
place
things.
for it to happen. Looking at the schedule.
Is it likely? Maybe not, but I have more hope than I did, and that's sometimes all you got. So
Chris,
Uh,
Liverpool.
it's good to finally see us back in the win column. I just say that because we haven't won a game since April the 4th, and yeah. So it was nice to see that. It was tied at halftime, and I was like, oh man, it's gonna be one of them games again. We're gonna draw Fulham, but we came out on top. It's nice to have Jota and all them back. Trent, it's nice to have them all back. So
Yeah, both Trent and Jota scored, right?
Yeah. So it was nice to have him back.
It's probably bad that it's so late in the season.
late in the season,
when
but-
everyone else is playing so
But
good.
we can still we still not out of it, kind of. But like we still in it a little bit.
Yeah, Arsenal's back after the fake Champions League. That's been rumored that actually wasn't the real score, and Arsenal won it all. That's what I'm hearing. But Arsenal beat a world-class team, one of the best teams in the world probably, in Chelsea, 5-0.
The future
What
Real
happened there?
Madrid.
Yeah, as they're saying. That's all. I'm still sad about the Champions League. This is just like a,
Consolation.
yeah.
Kai Havertz is showing that he was worth all the money
It's
to
worth the
Arsenal.
money, 2 goals.
60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Just champ. And then moving on to the number 1 team in the Premier League with the worst goal conversion rate, Brighton. It's a painful watch every week. And so, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, I forget. But Brighton had a draw with Burnley. It was the
Twice.
goofiest game I think I've ever, twice.
Twice, by the way.
Goofiest game I've ever watched. Burnley's goal was okay looking back on it. It just kind of bounced off of our goalkeeper, went in. Brighton had a 21% chance to tie after that, and then Burnley's goalkeeper kicked it in his own goal.
There you go.
Well, it looks, if you look at the footage, it looks more like he just missed the ball. as
No,
it
it's
was
bad.
passed
It's
back.
it's bad.
It was one of those clips where it's like, we really could have used that win, and the reason that we didn't win, being that the goal was because we couldn't pass it between a defender and a goalie. That was
Unfortunate.
unfortunate and demoralizing.
Yeah.
But, we didn't lose, which is something to
Hey,
say.
a point is a point.
A point is a point. I'd rather prefer 3, but 1 is better than 0.
Right.
Kind of rather the season to just end at this point.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're a team
play-
like Brighton, you don't really have much hope or much of anything.
No, like
Forward.
you can say all these comments, and it's like it's not something I've already thought of. Like it's
Wanting the season to end, we'll let the segment end. Let's move to the NFL draft. Who's going the highest? And who do you think your team is picking? Okay, we all know Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams is going.
Outside of that, which quarterbacks go top 10?
I think
Top 10.
Drake May is probably a
Drake
lock.
May is definitely going top 10.
Yeah.
Man, the Patriots going to draft Drake May. He'll play bad for like 3 years, and then 2027 they're going to be in the same draft position where they need to get another quarterback.
Yeah,
they're going to draft
they-
another mediocre white guy out of who played well in college because he played with really good athletes, and then it's just going to be a repeat of
Yeah,
them
and
drafting
also-
mediocre white guys.
A reason why he gonna struggle because they don't. I mean, what they building around him? Like
Exactly, nothing.
Like, you
They're a
can
nothing burger of a team
You
right
can't
now.
expect
It's
the
crazy
quarterback
to
to
say
be
about the
good.
New England Patriots. They're a nothing burger of a team.
It's almost like it's
Jaden Daniels gonna have something to work with when he go to Washington if he wants to go. Because I'm hearing he don't want to go to Washington, which what
I
I'm
don't
hearing.
blame him.
Yeah.
But I mean, it feels like Robert Kraft is just kind of like putting himself in a situation he's uncomfortable in,
That's my
which is my favorite saying.
quotes, yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. They're going to pick him. It's going to be a bad pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to QBs in the top 3, obviously, like we all know Caleb Williams is probably going to go number 1.
Caleb, Drake, and Jaden, I think, are all locks.
Those are all, yeah, exactly. I agree with that. But I
Bo
could
Nix,
see,
unfortunately, gonna go first round. Unfortunately,
Fall out of the first round.
I could see,
I can see that. Yeah.
I could honestly see one other QB being taken top 10. Like, I don't think it's crazy to think that, maybe at pick 8, the Atlanta Falcons take J.J. McCarthy,
Nah.
a solid
I think
young quarterback to build
I hope.
around.
I hope we're locked in on Dallas Turner,
I hear about what's his name from UCLA.
the edge rusher.
Yeah, I hear y'all leaning more towards
What is his
him.
name? It's hard to say.
I don't know. I know he's
Let me read it.
Hawaiian or something like that.
It's just, this is a, I mean,
Latu.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember,
He's good, though. I'd be happy with him.
this time last year we were talking about how they would never, ever take
No.
who they
My
took.
my difference with that is I knew Bijan was a really good prospect, and I think he is a freak athlete. I thought he was a freak athlete going into last year's draft. I think he's fantastic. And I said it last year. I thought he was a really good pick. I just didn't think he would be our pick. I didn't think it was the right pick. I still don't think it is the right pick. But I think he's performed very well, and I think now that we're using him, he will end up being the right pick.
The other thing is the Bijan pick made sense with where the Falcons were in the draft. Like,
Where we
I
were
don't
headed.
I don't like JJ
If we went
McCarthy.
J.J.
just
McCarthy,
doesn't make sense.
J.J. McCarthy is another guy, just like Drake May, is going to get a GM fired.
Yeah.
They're going to pick him. He's going to play really well in 2 games in the season. People will be like, oh, look at him.
He's an insanity run, yeah.
He's a Mac Jones archetype quarterback. He plays well in 2 games, and they're like, this guy could be the truth. He will be a backup in 3 years.
Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he not have a great combine?
He's not good. He's not a good quarterback.
So if
This guy is a certified bomb, okay? He can't play. He can't.
Yeah, game
J.J.
manager.
McCarthy is a bad quarterback prospect, and someone will get fired for taking him. Mark my words. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I look really stupid.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say, if
J.J.
you're wrong,
McCarthy
click this now.
is a bad quarterback prospect, and he will not live up to the hype and the potential people think he has, because his potential is not that high.
not tricking me.
He does not have a good ceiling. His ceiling is
He's
bad.
not tricking me.
Huh?
I said, yeah, he's not tricking
He's
me.
not tricking me. No, because he
not
had a
going.
fantastic team around him. He couldn't pass in college. He's not going to be able to pass in the league. He does not have a great arm. The only reason Michigan won so many games because Blake Corum was the best quarterback best running back in football for
And
2
a
years.
great D line and defense, like,
He had a great O-line. He had a great
Yeah, too.
everything. Everyone around him was great. His coach was great. His offense coordinator was great. His quarterback coach was great. They were cheating. Everything went well for Michigan because they had it set up and they were cheating. He can't do that in the NFL. Unless he goes to the Patriots, maybe he'll be a great Patriot quarterback because they like guys from Michigan who like to cheat. That's the only way J.J. McCarthy has a chance of being anything.
I think you won't be wrong. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's going to prove you wrong, because if there's anyone on the show that's made like maybe a controversial opinion or something like that,
Controversial,
that has been wrong, it's sadly me.
But I think we all share the sentiment that J.J. McCarthy is
Yeah.
not going to be a good quarterback.
Yeah, I never said he was going to be good. I just said Atlanta was going to draft him.
like
He is
Matt
a quarterback in
Corral
the
or
draft,
something
not
like
a
that.
great.
I think Matt Corral could have been good if he got a shot. They tore his ACL in his first season and he didn't get a shot. J.J. McCarthy's just going to be bad. He's just a bum.
So he's like a Tom Savage type player.
Not even.
Yeah.
Don't give him that much hype. He's Jamarcus Russell. Overhyped quarterback, played well in college. Jamarcus Russell, he actually wasn't that good in college. He was okay. I don't know how they picked him because he threw 80 yards from his knees. That's how they picked him. Joe Milton's Jamarcus Russell. But I digress. They play the exact same way, and they both could throw from their knees for like 90 yards. J.J. McCarthy, Zach Wilson, all over again. They're the same guy. He's Josh Rosen.
Yeah, that's better.
And I've been saying it. He's Ryan Leaf. He's these guys who cannot play ball and get drafted because they perform well in college, and they were not the reason they performed well in college.
So, yeah, I think the Falcons are going to take him.
He'll go top 10, though. Nah, he won't go top 10. He'll get drafted first round for sure. He'll probably be top 16, but I just don't think he's good. Clearly, I've made that apparent. Hopefully I'm not wrong, because I'm going to look like Riley.
You never want to look.
Guess we'll see.
Making sports.
But at least I know I'm also backed up with this opinion that he's not good.
Yeah, you're not.
Because with Furman, we all disagreed with Riley.
I
I mean, everyone said Furman was beating Virginia.
I
From what I remember.
saw them as a awake firm where you go in, you're really awake and wired on them because you know you can't sleep on
They were
them.
working at the locked-in factory.
Yeah, they were
They were working overtime. You wouldn't get it.
They clocked in early and were working in overtime. But that's what I
Outside of that, who else is going? Who does everyone want their team to pick? I want Dallas Turner. I've made that clear. I'd be okay with Latu Latu too. I just want an edge rusher.
I want Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid and
good.
Nate Williams.
You'll probably need DBs. So.
Yeah, we need just one more DB, to be honest. That's all we need.
We are, unfortunately,
Oh yeah, never mind. You don't even know who you can get.
we are out of the
Look
first
at-
round for reasons no one can remember.
Y'all could
Oh
pick
yeah,
like
y'all traded up to get a quarterback that hasn't really performed well.
Y'all
It's
could-
not his fault though. But
We
Y'all
traded
could
up to get the
pick-
best quarterback in the draft.
y'all could pick.
The true rookie.
Go in second round.
oh,
you know
JJ McCarthy, because that's where.
Yeah.
We
Leo
already
Shipley.
have the quarterback of the future. I've been seeing mock drafts say Keon Coleman, which would be
You really think he drops that far?
I've
Yeah,
seen
he-
mock
his
drafts
stock
talk
went
about
down
it.
a lot.
His
Yeah,
stock is.
I think Keon Coleman's a Buffalo Bill.
I could see
I
that
see
happening.
that.
I just don't see him dropping that. He's a freak athlete.
It's
He's
one of those
massive.
things where because we're at the top of the second round, it's
Yeah.
kind of a
What do you got?
wishy-washy.
33,
Um,
something like that.
yeah, we're 3-3. We're like first pick of the second round. So I mean, I could see it being.
I would get like
wide
Leggett. I could see Xavier.
I could
Yeah, that's
see-
what I said.
I just don't want-
Get him, Lad McConkey.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
No, he's good. It's just he
They're
goes
not picking Lad
South
McConkey
Carolina.
that
But
early.
I could see
he- I
Leggett
tell him,
or
he'll get
Keon
Leggett.
Coleman. It
Not a
depends
bad.
on how the draft
Yeah, not
goes.
of them get, but yeah.
Lad McConkey will be a slot guy.
Yeah.
Who do you want which team are you a fan of?
Niners.
Cowboys?
Okay, we can say.
What do y'all need? What,
just
the
players on
Niners don't
defense.
need anything
Yeah, it's
except for better coaching. Can you draft?
actually,
can you draft Nick
They
Saban?
could use an O-lineman. They do need to fix that O-line.
Yes,
I think it's just we need to draft a coach in the draft that knows what the overtime rules are.
So get Nick Saban maybe. Kirby Smart might come.
Yeah, maybe we can convince Nick Saban to come out of retirement.
Bill Belichick's open still. He's not.
Yeah,
He
but
don't have a job yet.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough money to get.
What said Bill Belichick?
I don't have enough money to get anybody.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Are y'all like in the negatives?
Almost.
Probably.
All right, let's go to overtime. Chris, you want to talk about my favorite moment in boxing history, probably?
Yeah, one of the biggest upsets in boxing, probably one of the biggest upsets in boxing history happened. As a Devin Haney fan, that was painful to watch, man. After like round
You just
five,
don't like real boxers, man. I get it.
after like round five, man, I was like, oh, Haney was just about to coast to another decision, about to go, and then all of a sudden he knocked him down. I was like, oh.
Knocked him down 3 times, didn't he?
Yeah, he knocked him down 3 times, yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, that ref did save Devin Haney, cause
Oh yeah.
yeah, he saved him, man.
That one where he was.
The first knockdown,
was kinda-
he delayed.
I don't
that
even know
count.
if I can describe what he was doing. It's not PG.
Like,
The way he was.
yeah.
The way he was laying
Yeah,
on
the
the
way
ground.
the way he got laid out.
I don't think that's PG.
That was a little crazy, man.
Face down.
Yeah, that sucked. That sucked to watch, but
It looked like he got hit with a Big Show knockout punch when he went down.
Yeah, he got knocked down, man.
Ryan Garcia came out there, well, locked in.
And it also just sucked because like Ryan Garcia wasn't taking this dude serious, man.
So crazy.
Like
He didn't even make weight.
Yeah, he made weight. He was acting crazy.
He's like 2 pounds over.
Drinking beer. And I'm like, bro, like.
Didn't he make like 25 million off
No,
that?
he made.
Bet?
I think it was 50 million off that.
Well, 50 off just like purse though, isn't it? Like just what he got paid. He got paid a lot.
He bet 2 million.
He bet 2 mil on himself, got like 25 out of it.
And 12. I
He's
think
smart.
it was 12.
Make the
12.
world think you're crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Better odds.
He's a good boxer though.
Yeah. As much as I don't like saying that, yeah, he got better. He definitely got better,
Yeah.
man.
He got way better from the Tank fight.
Tank fight, yeah.
Tank whooped him. Yeah, I saw Haney trying to hit him in the ribs.
In the rib, he got
Or the
pillow-
kidneys.
them
I
pillow
saw
hands, man.
someone said he needs to get those childish punches out of there because he's not hitting hard.
That and also like Ryan was doing that on purpose. Like he was doing that to tire him out. Like, and he just kept
was taking it, 'cause-
teeing off and like stop doing that.
He wasn't even TNR. He was just,
No, he was teeing off.
He was trying to
a
tee
seat.
off.
He was trying to hurt him at the body because
It looked bad.
he saw Tank do it. So he was
Yeah.
like, oh, let me
He
try.
doesn't have the power, Tank.
Yeah, he don't got the power.
he looked weak going for it. He just his stock dropped.
And I don't
lot.
think his stock dropped, but yeah,
I think it did.
it didn't start drop that.
I would like to see Ryan Garcia and Tank go at it again. I think Tank will beat him again, but I would like to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
No?
I'd rather see like Pitbull and Ryan.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'd rather see that.
I would like to see Conor McGregor and Ryan.
Yeah.
Dylan Dennis, maybe. Real boxers. Nash or Riley, you.
Just a quick Champions League update. So going into, I think it was last Tuesday, the 2 games were Barcelona, PSG, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid. Dortmund beat Atletico Madrid 4-2 and won on aggregate. I think it was like 5-3. That was a good game. PSG Barcelona was a good game. I mean, Barcelona kind of sold. And then moving on to Wednesday's games, it was Arsenal lost on aggregate 3-2. I think overall they played well. It was
Just against the best club in the world. I mean, Bayern.
Here's the thing. It's Arsenal's best team in years facing Bayern's worst team in years.
They're still the best club in the world. It's crazy to think
Even the
Honestly.
best club in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, they're even best in Germany right now.
about. Okay. Until they make it to the finals and Dortmund doesn't.
I don't think they're making it to the finals though.
Gonna get.
But I think if Arsenal played that second leg in London, I think Arsenal would have went through. I think it was just kind of unfortunate how it happened. And then
Had to go to Germany.
the 2 biggest games. I mean, the biggest game was Man City, Real Madrid. Real Madrid won on penalties. They pretty much sealed the deal that they're winning the UCL this year.
I don't know, man. Give me Bayern.
I think the final will be PSG Real Madrid. That one makes the most sense out of all of them. if you look at
PSG
it.
doesn't make it.
I think they're better than Dortmund, although
I do too.
everyone doubted Dortmund.
PSG
I mean,
beats Dortmund. Yeah,
everyone doubted Dortmund, but they played better than what they should be playing.
Yeah.
They decided not to play good in Germany, but once it gets to
Once it's time
Champions
to
League,
lock
they're like,
in.
okay, let's actually play well.
All right,
Talk about China.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so for the first time since 2019, Formula One traveled to China to do their the Chinese GP. It was a pretty good weekend overall. I would say it was a what's called a sprint weekend, which for those who don't know, basically they qualify for and do like a mini race before the actual race, which you can get points, and then the results of that race is where you are for the real big race. My favorite driver, Lando Norris, qualified for the mini sprint race first, and within the first corner dropped like 8 positions, which is not good. And then, he recovered over the course of the weekend and managed to finish second on race Sunday.
Who won?
Max Verstappen won again, so that's
Did
why
you
I
say
was...
that second?
What? Lando Norris from McLaren.
No Calrissian?
Yeah. Max Verstappen
Because
being Max
he
Verstappen.
couldn't complete the Kessel run in 13 parsecs.
I think that comes later. I think this is a prequel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh, no, that has to be a sequel, though. Because Lando did it, or Han Solo did it in a galaxy, like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It was a long time ago, though.
I don't know. Anyway,
you said that fanfare music.
Max Verstappen took home the win, and the only other, super cool thing, or not, the only kind of interesting thing to pull away from the weekend is just the fact that, there's a lot to talk about, but Logan Sargent being 17th and not last, mainly because other drivers had crashed out or had mechanical issues.
Is he that bad?
Yeah, he's not very good. The Williams team isn't great, but he's just not good as well. So it's kind of a...
So he's like the Burnley of F1?
No, he's not the Burnley.
He's more of the Sheffield of F1.
He's the
Maybe
Sheffield.
Brighton.
Yeah. He's the...
Nah,
anyway,
He's like the Panthers of F1.
Brian's got to be somewhere right in the middle of it.
pretty good race weekend, so...
And Becky Lynch won the Women's World Championship due to Rhea Ripley's injury. I feel bad for Rhea. She didn't deserve to lose like that. She's the best women's champion we've had in a long, long time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of bummed to see Becky winning again. I wish they went someone out, someone new, someone fresh. But I think it'll be nice when Becky loses someone like Liv and Liv gets her moment.
Well, maybe.
It makes whoever beats Becky look more legit than a Battle Royal would have.
What if Meacham beats Becky?
I
Are you ready
will.
for that conversation?
I will stand on the fact that I think Meacham's one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. Like, genuinely, at a wrestling standpoint, from her technique and what
Like
she can
just
do in
straight
the ring,
in-ring skill. Yeah.
I genuinely think she's one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. If you give her a shot, if you give her a character,
Yeah.
she will thoroughly impress a lot of people. I wish they would give her a shot, but I digress.
I think that's an issue sometimes, especially in this company, where it's just like there are people who are
There's so many good wrestlers, though. It's
super
hard.
talented. It's hard to give everyone the time they deserve. Sometimes people don't really get a full opportunity. I'm a huge fan of Ricochet because he every Monday he's showing up doing absolutely crazy stuff that no one else on the roster is doing, and you never really see him get a full chance. So I sympathize with that.
Hopefully
And,
he gets to push towards maybe the U.S. title once the draft does a little shake-up.
Yeah.
I hope him and Logan get on the same show. They go back at it with their feud. Maybe Ricochet wins it this time.
But I understand that position, and I'm looking forward to seeing whoever beats Becky Lynch, because I really like Becky Lynch, but I feel like this is a
I like her a
moment for
lot.
someone else.
Yeah, I think she's a great wrestler, but I also think she doesn't need the title to make her seem legit. Everyone knows she's a legit main event kind of superstar.
Yeah.
She's a superstar.
Yeah,
Like,
she already established. So
Huh?
she already really
Yeah,
established.
she's an established superstar. She's like a 7-time champion. She doesn't need another one. Should have given it to someone young and upcoming like Natalia, maybe.
We said young, man.
Said upcoming too. Or Tamina.
She's still in the WWE.
I think so.
Oh.
I have no clue. I would have been cool like Nia Jax. I think she's done
got
great work.
better. She got better too.
Yeah, she's done great work since
Yeah.
she's been back. She's put on great matches. She's good. She's a good promo. They should have put her in the bloodline, really.
Yeah, but she was.
Put her in the bloodline, put Tamina in the bloodline. That would have been, and maybe Naomi. That would have been a
She's
nasty
been
little
gone for
women's.
so long, though. So it's just.
Huh?
She's just been gone for so long.
Yeah.
So it's just,
I just wish they did more women's stuff with the bloodline, but
Yeah. they still can. I mean, it's
it's a little late.
not really. You got into SummerSlam.
Hey, apparently Jacob Fatu is debuting this week. I've been hearing rumblings. My people have been telling me Jacob Fatu soon. That's all.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. See you next year or semester.
Yeah.
We're done. Bye-bye.